Do you have a rough idea what you wanted to do?
Yeah, so
Bin 1?
Yeah, so bin 1, if you put your seed in,
Yeah.
it needs to be 15 kilos.
15. So we just go in there and go 15 kilos.
Yep.
Right. Bin 2.
110.
Okay. And bin 3. You don't have
Probably won't.
you don't have to have anything in there if you don't. Bin 1, 2, and 3. So bin 3 is the small seed one.
Yep.
Yep. So how this is set up, Nath, you've got 3 bins. So it's 5,000 litres and it's split 50-50. So the front bin's 2,500 litres, the back bin's 2,500 litres. But inside the back bin, you've got the third bin, which is around 300 litre capacity small seed box. So that's inside the bin. So consequently, that 2,500 litres becomes 2,200 litres. So, but that's that. But if you don't want to set the rate, you just put it to 0, and it won't do anything. It won't count. But if you wanted to, you could X that out too.
Oh, yeah.
So you just hit that and it crosses it out. But because you haven't put a rate in there, it won't register.
So for a small job.
Yep.
And small seed, would you be better to use that small bin instead of whacking it all in the big bin?
It doesn't matter. The big bin will do equally as good a job as the small bin. But if you had a known quantity, you had 20 kilo bags of small seed,
yep.
Probably the small bin is a better one.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. Either way, you can do it. But the other good thing on this is if you've got a known quantity of seed, what you can do is get out of there, and you come back to what's called, there's a thing called, I'm doing the wrong one, reserve quantities. So say for instance you knew bin 1 at 15 kilos, you put 40 kilos of seed in there, bang. You put 40 kilos in there, and you put, say, you knew exactly that you had 250 kilos in the middle bin, nothing in that. It'll when you hit it'll tell you reserve quantities. You've got 2.3 hectares of seed in there.
Yeah, right.
Because you've told it, okay, I've got 40 kilos in there.
Yep.
And it knows, okay, I'm putting out 15 kilos a hectare, so it'll count down for you.
So no running out of seed?
No, you shouldn't run out of seed, and that's your other, so you got that reserve quantity thing there, but you've also got bin level sensors. You've also got the carrot stick, which is the bridging sensor, and it'll scream at you when it can't see seed. It'll scream at you.
Oh, yeah.
So you got redundancies there of not running out of seed. You got 3.
Right. Yeah. So with this quantities,
yep.
if you're just generally sowing,
yep.
like I'm going to do over here, an old mate said, there's roughly 40 hectares.
Yep.
There's enough seed there to do 40 hectares.
Yep.
You'd whack that into that.
Yeah. And this has got its own here in the info screen. So you got that. So you go back. You just hit. I'll go down here. Sorry. Hit info, and that gives you how many hectares this machine's done. Bin 1, bin 2, and your page across for bin 3. We've got it X'd out. So if you've got, this has done 0 acres, but if you went in there and you'd already done 2 or 3 acres and you want to come back, hectares, and you want to come back and clear it, you just hit that CE, clear,
yep.
And it'll clear it all back to 0, and you can start a new paddock, and it'll add up you just, but see that air seeder button there? If you ever want to get back, you just hit that.
Oh,
hit that, and it'll always take you back. Now this is where I'm going to fumble about here a little bit and try. It's always for me. I'm going to turn off this tramline thing here. I'm just going to bumble about here for a second. It's not in that. So here, I thought it was over in here. There. It changes locate where that thing is. where you, oh, here we go. Calibrations, times correct. It changes.